Argentina, a country known for its football, its culture, and its natural beauty. But have you ever wondered how a country that was once one of the strongest economies in the world ended up in such a deep crisis? Today I'm going to tell you the story of how Argentina went from being one of the most promising nations in the world to experiencing one of the worst economic and social crises in recent times. But not everything is negative. Argentina continues to be a fascinating country for tourists, and we'll talk about its attractions, surprising curiosities, Argentine women, how much it costs to travel there, and visa requirements. What do you think? Can Argentina become great again, or is it doomed to repeat the same story over and over again? Leave your opinion in the comments, and stay until the end because I assure you there will be controversy. The fall of Argentina from its beginning. To understand why Argentina went into a tailspin, we have to go back to the 19th century. In its early days as a nation, Argentina established itself as one of the richest countries in the world thanks to its vast natural resources, particularly livestock and agriculture. During the first half of the 20th century, Argentina was among the 10 richest countries on the planet. Buenos Aires, its capital, was known as the Paris of Latin America. The opulence of that era was reflected in its impressive buildings and the sophisticated lifestyle of its inhabitants. But what happened? The Great Depression of the 1930s marked the beginning of economic decline. Then, in the 1940s, Juan Domingo Perón, with his populist politics, increased public spending and created a national industry that, although profitable in the short term, was not sustainable in the long term. Over the next decades, Argentina entered a cycle of military dictatorships, economic crises, hyperinflation, and inconsistent policies. The biggest turning point was the crisis of 2001. The country defaulted, that is, it could not pay its foreign debt, and the Corralito, a measure that prevented Argentines from withdrawing their money from the bank, unleashed chaos. Thousands of people lost all their savings. Since then, the country has never managed to fully stabilize. But who is to blame? The politicians? Bad economic decisions? Or is it the people who are also responsible? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I know this topic will not leave anyone indifferent. Where is Argentina located? Before we go any further, let's get a geographical overview. Argentina is located at the southern tip of South America. It is bordered to the north by Bolivia and Paraguay, to the northeast by Brazil, to the east by Uruguay and the Atlantic Ocean, and to the west by Chile. It also has an incredible geographical diversity, from the Andes Mountains to the plains of the Pampas, the tropical forests in the north and the cold, glacial regions in the south, in Patagonia. This location makes it a country with impressive natural and cultural wealth. But what is life like in Argentina today? How has the crisis impacted daily life? Current life in Argentina. Living in Argentina today is a challenge. Inflation is rampant, prices are rising every day, and salaries are not enough to cover basic needs. Argentines are used to economic uncertainty, but that doesn't make it any easier. The middle class, once one of the strongest in Latin America, has been severely hit. Poverty has grown, and many young people, desperate for opportunities, decide to emigrate. However, not everything is negative. The creativity and resilience of the Argentine people is reflected in the rise of freelance workers, who find remote jobs with foreign companies to survive internal instability. But despite all this, is Argentina worth visiting as a tourist? Definitely yes. And I'll tell you why. If you are planning to travel to Argentina, these 5 interesting facts will not only surprise you, but will also help you make the most of your experience in this incredible country. The favorable and controversial exchange rate, the devaluation of the Argentine peso, has made the country incredibly cheap for those traveling with dollars or euros. With relatively little foreign money, you can live like a king. But here comes the controversy: the blue dollar, the black market, can offer you a much more favorable exchange rate than the official one. This is not always legal, but it is a common practice among tourists and locals. So, if you visit Argentina, you may want to do a little more research on this and decide how you will handle your money. There's more to Argentine cuisine than just barbecue. Sure, barbecue is king, and you can't leave Argentina without trying a good barbacoa. But there's so much more. Argentine pizza, influenced by the huge Italian community, is incredibly tasty, and Buenos Aires is home to some of the best pizza outside of Italy. And don't forget alfajores, those little bites of dulce de leche that will keep you coming back for more. Oh, and if you're a wine lover, Argentina is famous for its Malbecs. Mate is not just a drink. In Argentina, mate is more than just a bitter infusion shared between friends. It is almost a social ritual. Mate is drunk communally, with a single straw that is passed around. If you are invited to drink mate, don't turn it down, it's an honor. Even if you don't like the taste at first, which can be a bit strong for foreigners. The land of extremes, Argentina is a country of geographical contrasts. To the north, you'll find the Iguazu Falls, one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. To the south, the impressive Perito Moreno Glacier in Patagonia, which continues to move and grow, something unusual in a world of retreating glaciers. And in between, you can enjoy the vast plains of the Pampas, the Andes, and even deserts like those of Salta. Passion for football is a religion. In Argentina, football is not just a sport, it is a way of life. It doesn't matter if you don't like football. If you are in Buenos Aires, you have to see a Boca Juniors or River Plate match live. The passion and intensity that Argentine fans put into every game is something you won't see anywhere else in the world. Get ready to scream, jump and sing with the fans. I guarantee it will be an unforgettable experience. Argentine women, beauty, character, and controversy. Argentine women have long been a topic of conversation. Are they the most beautiful in South America? Many think so, but it is not only their physical beauty that draws attention. Women in Argentina are known for their strong character, independence, and active role in society. Some are seen as difficult or demanding women, but others say that is part of what makes them so interesting. The reality is that Argentine women have led important movements, such as the fight for women's rights and the legalization of abortion. And although there are stereotypes surrounding them, the truth is that they are much more than just a pretty face. But what do you think? Reality or myth? What makes Argentine women so special? Tell me your opinion in the comments, I want to know what you think. The current government and the figure of Javier Milei. Now, let's talk about the present. Argentina has experienced years of economic crisis, but in recent years a figure has emerged who has divided public opinion, Javier Milei. An economist, libertarian and defender of economic liberalism, Milei has burst into Argentine politics with a frontal speech against what he calls the political caste. For Milei, the blame for the crisis in Argentina falls on the corrupt political class that, according to him, has plundered the country for decades. With his aggressive style and his rejection of taxes, he proposes radical solutions, from dollarizing the economy, that is, Argentina should stop using the peso and adopt the dollar as its official currency, to drastically cutting public spending. For some, Milei is the answer that the country needs, for others, he is a threat that could make the situation worse. Is Milei a savior or a danger to Argentina? His ideas have sparked intense debates, both in the media and on the streets. His supporters see him as a brave man who dares to say what no one else does. His detractors see him as an extremist who could further destabilize the country. And you, what do you think? Is Javier Milei the solution for Argentina or just another chapter in the country's long history of decline? Let me know in the comments, because this is a topic that will undoubtedly cause controversy. How much does it cost to travel to Argentina? If you're already craving a trip to Argentina, let's talk about what interests you. How much does it cost? Thanks to the devaluation of the peso, traveling to Argentina can be surprisingly cheap if you come with dollars or euros. To give you an idea, a meal at an average restaurant will cost you less than $10, and you can find accommodation for around $20 to $30 a night in major cities like Buenos Aires. In terms of transportation, getting around the capital is very accessible, although if you decide to rent a car or travel inland, prices can vary. Do I need a visa to travel to Argentina? Do you need a visa to enter Argentina? It depends on your country of origin. If you are a citizen of the European Union, the United States, Canada, or many Latin American countries, you do not need a visa to enter as a tourist for up to 90 days. However, if you are from another country, it is best to check the requirements with the embassy before planning your trip. And now that you know the history, the current situation, and all the details for visiting Argentina, would you dare to travel to this country? How do you think the crisis will end? Leave me your opinion in the comments, and if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell to not miss our next videos. Would you like us to talk about another country or a particular topic? Leave it in the comments.